Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are when you watch this. My name is Kim O'Neill, and I'm doing these videos every day in August 2019. If this is your first time viewing one of these, I'm having a great time, and I hope you are too, and welcome. So today we're going to be reading an excerpt from Infinite Possibilities, The Art of Living Your Dreams by Mike Dooley. And I am going to read there's a section on page 252 titled, How Do I Deal with All the Uncertainties in My Life? So I don't know if you can tell, but this book is very used. I have taken this book with me everywhere because I'm also a certified Infinite Possibilities trainer. So this book is a fantastic book for your thoughts, getting clear on how your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, taking action, having faith, all of those things make an impact on your life. And what's really cool is at the end of the book, he has a whole question and answer series for, frequently asked type questions. So how do I deal with all the uncertainties in my life? By trusting the unknown. After all, it's the wellspring of all things, including every wonderful thing that's ever happened or that will ever happen to you. The unknown is your friend, made of divine intelligence, home of infinite possibilities. Whenever you don't know what lies around the corner, you can choose to be frightened or happy about it. And whichever you choose will affect, influence, and even decide those mysterious moments to come. Also remember that just because you can't see something wonderful with your eyes or detect it with your physical senses doesn't mean it's not there. Always, just beyond our physical senses, the universe churns with all its magic and miracles. It's not just sitting there idle. It's in the middle of orchestrating your life. Right now, because of your natural born inclination to thrive, things are happening invisibly. Things you can be happily looking forward to. So start looking. Every wonderful thought that you've ever thought is now busy at work, looking to fit itself into your life. To judge the progress of our lives strictly by using our physical senses means we're not looking within to define who we are and where we're going. It means, instead, that we're looking at mirages for meaning. This is life's ultimate test: to see without looking, to hear without listening, to know without going, and to be without becoming. How? By confidently unleashing the power of your imagination into the unknown, into the cast net of invisible principles, and understanding that wonderful results are inevitable. Always, just beyond our physical senses, the universe churns with all its magic and miracles. It's not just sitting there on idle. It's in the middle of orchestrating your life. Isn't that so refreshing, right? Because how true is that? It's so true. You can choose to be frightened, or you can choose to be happy about what's around the bend, right? And so if you are with me live, go ahead and leave me a comment. I am going to go ahead and pull cards to expand on our reading. And if you are here live and would like me to pull a card for you, I will happily pull a card for you as well. And I've even brought over two other decks, not really new decks, but two other decks that I haven't been using this month here. So let's see, which deck wants to come through first? Let's go ahead and I'm going to pull an Abraham Hicks card. So one of the things that I really love about Infinite Possibilities, the book, but also the training program, is it's really, how I see it, it's really a training program for learning how to apply the law of attraction to your life. And to me, over time, that's become an umbrella term. I'm also a certified law of attraction coach. And so it's all about how we're creating our own life with our thoughts and our beliefs, our emotions, actions, all of it. And it's simple, and yet, because we're humans and we didn't necessarily grow up learning about life that way, at least most of us, there's a lot to figure out. There can be, it can feel like that. And so Infinite Possibilities makes it a lot simpler, and I love that about it. So anyway, if you are interested in receiving a training on this, I would be happy to talk to you about that. Just reach out to me and let me know. Okay, so there are a few cards that are coming out, and I'm just going with it. Are there any other messages that want to come out for everyone who views today's video? Okay, so we've actually got 3 cards from the Abraham Hicks deck. So let's see, the very first card, every emotion I feel is guidance from my adoring inner being. Absolutely. Every emotion I feel is guidance from my adoring inner being. So let's talk about this, okay? So let's say you're thinking, oh no, I don't know what's happening in the near future. I'm freaking out. Our emotions are our guidance system. There's nothing wrong with our emotions. And so just a quick little lesson, everything that feels good is technically a high vibration and has the ability to connect you with other high vibrational experiences in your life, okay? Everything that does not feel good, that you might call, negative emotion, is really just something that's of a lower vibration. And everything has information. So let's say you are fearing what's going to happen next. And you're like, well, wait, Kim, you just told me that I can create my life with my, by choosing to feel happy or choosing to, fear something. And if this is saying every emotion I feel is guidance, well, I'm feeling fear. So is that telling me that there's something to fear coming up? Okay, there's a gray area here, right? Because you could be tapping into something there could be a sense of intuition playing out in there. However, intuition isn't necessarily linked to any emotions. It's just like something that you know, that comes through a sensation. And then we can attach emotions to that. So there's a little gray area there, but fear, if you're experiencing fear, that could be telling you that you are out of alignment, because your truth is never going to be a sense of fear. Your truth is going to be what feels good. You are meant to be a joyful, happy, free, high vibrating individual. And whenever we're not in that state, then that's telling us something's off. So what is it that's off that we can do something about to get us back on track to being in alignment and feeling ease about choosing to feel happy about what's coming next? Does that make sense? I hope so. That was a lot in a little nutshell there. So this is true. And so is what Mike Dooley said. So every emotion I feel is guidance from my adoring inner being. Because my inner being offers a strong and steady vibrational signal, I can always feel my allowance or resistance to that signal. The better I feel, the more aligned I am. The worse I feel, the more out of alignment I am. As I reach for good feeling emotions, I am in alignment with the signal of my source. Absolutely. Yes, this is everything I was just saying. So as I reach for good feeling emotions, I am in alignment with the signal of my source. So one thing you can do, let's say that you are having a sense of fear about anything in your life, but let's say that it's about, whatever might be coming next, the unknown, right? You can choose to talk yourself into a better feeling state. So an example of that might be, okay, I acknowledge that I am freaking out right now. I acknowledge that this does not feel good, but I also know that fear is not the truth of me. My life is not created out of fear. I don't actually choose that. And so I'm going to choose to work myself out of this. I know that absolutely good things can happen. And I know that worry just create something I don't want. So I'm going to choose to soften that worry and remember a time when I didn't know what was coming next and actually something really good happened. And maybe that's what's about to happen right here as well. And so do you see I'm slowly starting to work my way up? And yeah, I remember that time. And so what I did is I was able to, I know that it helps me to stay focused on my self-care and continue to get back into thinking positive thoughts about what positive possibilities could come. And when I do that, gosh, I do feel so much better. Absolutely. So that's right. So I don't want to be buried into this, fear of the unknown. How about some joy of the unknown? Some joy of like There's miracles. Miracles are part of the unknown, and miracles are freaking awesome. And gosh, maybe a miracle is something that, I could experience. Of course I could experience it. I'm worthy of everything that's good and positive too. And so it's like you work your way out of that fear back into a sense of alignment. And as you are doing that and you start to feel better and better, that is your indication that you are getting back in alignment. So I hope that helps. Let's see what other cards came out. And I'm just going to take a quick moment to look over. Okay, no, that was something else. Okay, and so other cards that came out here. Ooh, I inhibit no one. Absolutely. I inhibit no one. We each create our own reality. And that's a dragonfly on the cover there. The back says, as you find vibrational harmony with your desires, you are never inhibiting or preventing anyone else from living what they are creating. But you are controlling and creating your own reality. Absolutely. So there can sometimes be this perception that if I am creating that somehow there's a sense of lack, right? That, well, bad things happen in the world, and somehow inherent within there's this belief that good things only happen to some people and not all. That the possibility of good things happening to everybody isn't possible because of us viewing, of us observing our reality based on what is. So there's no denying what you see today. But the more you step into understanding that you actually get to create your own reality, and the more you live that, and everything is energy, then it gets to have this ripple effect on everyone else. And even so, we're all choosing for ourselves what we would like to experience. And that is a whole deeper conversation in a nutshell. Oh my gosh, I know that. But if we just start with ourselves first, then we not only get to create things better for ourselves, but we get to see how things play out in the world around us. I hope this is making sense. My goodness, this is like a whole, a whole big lesson in just a few short minutes here. Anyway, so I inhibit no one. We each create our own reality. So it's okay for you to choose to be happy for yourself. It's okay for you to choose your own bliss. It's okay for you to choose to do what you want to do. And other people get to choose what they do for themselves. And other people get to choose how they react to you choosing for you, however they want to. It's okay. But just know that what you choose to do for yourself is solely on you. And it's up to you whether or not you choose to allow other people to influence what you choose for yourself. So I really feel like that's at the heart of this message here, but there was kind of a lot that came up for me when I first started to talk about it. Let's see what the next card is. The next card is, beautiful. My happiness is my greatest gift to others. Absolutely. The back says, selfishly seek joy because your joy is the greatest gift you can give to anyone. Unless you are in joy, you have nothing to give anyway. Unless you are in joy, you have nothing to give anyway. My happiness is my greatest gift to others. Let me know in the comments what you know about the truth of this. Because deep inside you, you know this is true. You know this is true. Let's take a quick look. I want to share another quote with you. So I'm also currently reading a book called The Second Wave, Transcending the Human Drama by Carrie Hummingbird Sammy. And it was actually, she channeled a lot of the information from White Eagle. You can check that out right now. It's been a #1 new release, and it's an international bestseller for the last 3 weeks. There's a beautiful quote in there I'd like to share with you. The quote is, "The bigger the darkness, the brighter the light has to be to withstand it and turn the tide toward even more light." I'm going to read that again. The bigger the darkness, close your eyes and just take this in. The bigger the darkness, the brighter the light has to be to withstand it and turn the tide toward even more light. And that's exactly what this is saying as well. My happiness is my greatest gift to others, because you being in your state of joy, you being happy, you allowing yourself to feel good is going to have a reverberation out into the world to others around you, people you know, people you don't know. Literally, if we could see the energy with our own eyes, and I know science has instruments that can see it, but typically a lot of us cannot see it, although I'm sure some of you can, then we would see the impact that we are having upon others as we are in our state of joy, or as we're in our state of anger, sadness, all of that, right? It all has an effect on all of us, each other. So let's see what other cards want to come through. And I'm gonna pull cards from decks that I haven't been pulling from lately. So we're gonna pull from messages from your angels. Let's see. Oh, okay. That might be it. Let's see what this says. Yeah, perfect. So we've got Bethany. And it says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. So let's get an extended message on that. Oh, I opened right up to it. How perfect. The more that you allow me and the other angels to give to you, the more you'll be able to give to others. Your soul has called out to heaven, begging for some rest and relaxation. You have been working ceaselessly, and you have also been juggling many other people's interests. Now it is time for your reward. This is a directive from heaven. Take care of yourself and don't allow yourself to be swayed from this important mission. Take steps right now to create time for relaxation. You will feel happier and have more peace of mind as a result, which will benefit everyone in your life. So that segues right into us pulling a self-care card. Okay? Okay. Let's see here. This is the part where I have to start to find space for things. Okay, we're going to pull a self-care card. And if you are watching live or on the replay, let me know where you're watching from and how this is resonating for you. I love doing these. I love doing these. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I'm supposed to do one shuffle. Okay, let's see what message wants to come through for everybody who views this video. And please land in my lap or somewhere I can easily reach it. Okay, here we go. Faith. Have faith. Faith grows when you act without knowing the end result. How do I deal with all the uncertainties in my life? By trusting the unknown. Faith. Faith grows when you act without knowing the end result. So key word here is when you act without knowing the end result. So what does that mean for you in your circumstances? What are the options? What are the possibilities? When you're in a state of alignment, what does your intuition tell you? What are your hunches? what feels right? Getting in tune with your intuition, to me, is a personal journey for every person. So I think we all experience it a little differently. For me, there's a sense of inner knowing. And I sometimes feel like I receive words or phrases. So anyway, faith. That's awesome. I'm gonna I was debating pulling from another deck I haven't been pulling from, but I'm getting no, don't. So I won't. I'm gonna pull an inner peace card. And we might pull a power thought card after this. Let's see what we get from here. Ooh, did you hear that? That was like a big gong outside. Okay. What message wants to come through for everyone who views today's video? Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. I am in support of everything in my life. Everything you are against can be restated in a way that puts you in support of something. Instead of being at war, be at peace. Instead of being against poverty, be for prosperity. Every no is a yes to something else. Every time you say no to something, it's like, what are you saying yes to? That's what's coming up for me as I read this. So everything you are against can be restated in a way that puts you in support of something. So when you say, I'm trying to think of a good one. So for instance, last night I was watching a TV show, and this guy, basically a girl broke up with the guy, and he said something like, I'm always the friend. I'm always the friend. How about, instead of reaffirming the reality that you don't want, I'm always the friend, what if you start to affirm, let's see here, I'm always the chosen one, or I'm always the number one choice, something like that. You make it right for you. And so this is what that's saying. And you can even, I think what was awkward about that is it didn't feel true, right? So you might even want to put the word in there, I choose, or I decide. I choose to now be, the number one choice for the people that I date. I now decide, I'm more than just a friend. So we're still including friend in there though. So we want to switch it up. So you would play with it in the context of what applies to you. And make sure that you're affirming what it is you actually desire, not affirming what you no longer actually want. So there's a little mental work that happens there, because you have to go, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, don't keep saying the thing that I don't want. Start to say the thing that I do want, because you're creating your reality, right? And as you're having faith and taking care of yourself, you're maintaining your alignment, and that's what's generating what's coming next. There's always something else that's coming next. And so by you being mindful and aligning with what it is you actually want, then you actually get to create more of those happy next experiences that you don't see coming, because you're having faith in your ability to create, knowing that your happiness is also not just a gift to you, but it's your greatest gift to others. So how awesome is that if you are choosing something for yourself and knowing that it's also a massive gift to others? And the more you also choose to stand in, we didn't go here earlier, but I'm gonna go here now. The more you choose to stand in your responsibility to yourself, you develop an understanding that you also have a responsibility to others. And that's through being happy. That's through choosing to be in alignment and have faith, knowing that you are incredibly powerful and that you are in support of everything in your own life. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's take a quick look. I think I may have a message over here. I do. Okay, that's okay. That was beautiful. I loved it. Let me know in the comments what you were taking away from today's video. And if you are looking for some added sources of support in your life, I've got a couple of groups right now that you can check out, and we would love to have you in there. So check those out down in the description. And if you are looking for some coaching, if you are looking to really integrate more of this information into your way of life, then I absolutely invite you to connect with me. Go to kimonielcoaching.com and you can schedule a free consultation. And I would love to connect with you, hear what's going on in your life, and and share with you how I can be of service to you as you are making these shifts to be more mindful and develop more positive thinking that's going to set you up for experiencing more positivity, more miracles, more of what you'd actually desire to experience in your own life, because you absolutely have the ability to do that. You have the ability to do that. We all have the ability to do that. It starts with the awareness and then making the choice and then taking the actions and being in that flow and alignment and knowing that your state of joy is a massive indicator that you are on the right path. I put it in air quotes because every path is essentially a right path. But you want to be on the path that feels good, right? And you deserve to feel good. You do. So the more you understand that you feeling good is not only a gift to yourself, it's a gift to everyone else. There's so much power in that. So that's how powerful you are. Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to end here, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow. And if you enjoyed this video, I'm doing this every day in August 2019. So go ahead and please do go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and even hit the notification bell so you can be notified of the future videos that I do. And those interactions with YouTube, let YouTube know that you're enjoying this video, and also help others then, connect and find the video as well. So thank you for being here, and I will see you tomorrow.